doesn't matter. Whatever. This type of food poisoning made me shit for 3 days.
Your whole hockey team watched the OC.
Yeah. Just boys being boys, baby.
You shouldn't say the N-word like that. It's insane. Anyway, welcome.
My goddamn joke.
Welcome to. Well, we're not gonna start with that. Can you cut that out, please? Welcome. No, cut it out.
I'm not in charge of that stuff. I have no. The studio is, and if they say it stays, it
We
stays.
can't start the episode with that. No.
You have to try to get the Jason cut.
Oh, my dad's calling me.
Friendship hour, the Jason cut. Take it on speaker.
I'm not taking it on speaker. I'm gonna take it.
People like this content. They want to know your father.
Hello. I know.
He's trying to avoid being.
Yeah,
on
I'm about to
speaker.
do the podcast. Why?
Jason smells like shit every day. Yeah, Jason smells like shit because the smell of his penis radiates all over his body, and his penis smells like shit, so his body smells like shit. Jason and his father are discussing who's gayer right now. I can hear it. I don't know if you can pick it up, but
Or we can do all our stuff and then come at the end of the day once we're done.
see, we do all our stuff and then come.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I'll call you tomorrow.
They're not that competitive about it, but they're.
What did you say?
So who's the winner?
What are you saying?
So who won?
Who won what?
I was just saying that you and your father were talking about who's gayer, and
Oh. I mean,
you said you would just come at the end of the day, and I was like, oh, he's probably like if you can wait till the end of the day, then obviously that's not so bad, right?
Are you disrespecting me? Is this the first instance of Oren disrespecting me on the podcast?
Shit, yeah.
I just had a wonderful Indian dinner. It was great. I'm so full. Samosa chat.
Is that an Indian dinner should be when a bulimic woman eats? Get it? Because you know, like
because you're giving it back the other
Yeah.
kind of, and the wrong kind of Indian, the one that's not Indian.
like an Indian giver.
Yeah, that
Was a full-on term when I was a kid. Like full-on people said, and Indian burn.
Dude, on Seinfeld, there was a whole episode based around not saying the term Indian giver around the woman who they were not sure whether or not she was Native American.
That's so true.
Remember that episode?
No, I forgot about it.
Yeah?
That's
they weren't sure if she was Asian or Native American, and someone had like native art, maybe like a totem pole in their apartment or something, and then they gave a gift and there was a whole episode around the term Indian giver, and
me totem pole.
Yeah.
You no say Indian giver. That's the best I can do. See, it's not even offensive when it doesn't.
What
even
was
sound
that?
Like, yeah, exactly.
What was that?
That was the
me
native.
You sounded like someone who got cut out of Lion King because it just made no sense to have that character.
How? That's all. How?
Yeah, sure.
All I know about those are from Peter Pan. I'm pretty sure it's very accurate. I heard it's accurately described that culture, and that's all. That's my entire basis of knowledge of them.
Who are you
How
talking about?
does the white man sing?
Oh, I don't. You know what? I don't even remember Peter Pan. I guess that must be the problem.
You were too busy getting touched in the corner by
What the hell, dude? What are you talking
family
about?
members.
It's a nice Friday evening. Okay, we're doing a different episode of the podcast. It's gonna come out probably Saturday. Hopefully, we're not gonna skip a week this week.
I interrupted you. You were saying something.
I just had Indian food. That's all I was saying. Have you ever had samosa chat?
Is that a cat samosa? Is that a samosa made with?
I did not say cat. I said chat.
Chat.
CHAAT. I think that might be like a Bangladeshi Indian version of it.
Okay.
It's basically a samosa that, like, if you want to be fancy, you'd say you deconstructed it. But what it looks like is like one of the guys making it sat on the samosa after. So it's like just a flat samosa that's been crushed.
Okay.
It's fucking great. It's really good.
Never been a big samosa guy.
No? Okay.
No, not really. I'm big. I like the curries. I like a vindaloo, a little lamb vindaloo.
Yeah.
I like a little dosi do, loop-de-loo.
I mean, I had all the other shit too. I had beef curry. I had
I'm a big white boy. I get the butter chicken.
paneer.
Give me some butter chicken.
Butter chicken, dude. Man.
What's wrong
It's
with
like
butter
the
chicken?
hamburger helper of Indian food. You know what I mean? It's like the Easy Mac of Indian food.
It's like the shepherd's pie of Indian food, I would say.
It is probably the shepherd's pie of Indian food. They made it for the British people who they're like, please don't kill us. Here's some white ass version of our food.
They fed it to
It's
the
made
Chinese.
with butter. It's our favorite spice, butter.
They fed it to the Chinese on the railroad. That's why they call it.
In
Pâté
Quebec, yeah.
Yep, is that true, or did I make that up, or did I hear that from a wise man?
I think you picked that up from a street smart.
Here in good old Quebec, they call shepherd's pie pâté chinois, which means Chinese pâté.
Is there not an English word for pâté that we're not thinking of right now?
Nope.
Okay.
They just use it.
Sorry. Okay.
Nope.
Man, you're really on it tonight, huh? You got that big Zoom show later. You're firing on all cylinders right now, huh?
How does the white man sing?
Are you recording this week's episode, or are we gonna have to do another shitty audio episode that doesn't get any downloads because I said it in the title like an idiot?
Let's find out. Yes, I am. We're recording.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I don't understand. You got a car?
Yeah, man.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
So you bought a car, or
No, my girlfriend had a car.
didn't she have a car?
She has a car that needed some work done, and also had
Kind of like you before the transition.
Kind of like me, yes.
Yeah.
Needed a new tailpipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no, but her car is just was on the wrong side of 200,000 clicks. You know, kilometers if you're American.
Yeah.
And so we traded it for my grandmother's 2004 Toyota Camry.
Oh, you killed your grandmother finally. So you
Yeah. No, my
you
grandmother,
have to wait for her death.
under her own volition, gave up her rights to driving at this point in her life.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. We're trading a 11-year-old car for a 17-year-old car, but it also has like 1/3 of the mileage, so we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. And I saw you had a nice, sexy picture you posted with the car.
Yeah. Took a nice pic.
How long will you feel that position for the next 2 weeks?
That's not the position that hurts.
Okay.
If it would be for the hip to hurt, I'd have to. It's more of a narrow stance. Once I go wide, I'm good to go. You know, I can fucking I can squat all day.
I can attest to that, actually.
Once my knees are together, that's when the problems start. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, so we got my grandmother's car. So there's no more aux cord, which is something I had not factored in for the long drives, you know, to like my girlfriend's parents' place. No aux cord. There's no auxiliary cord cable. I'm going to have to buy one of those cassette tapes that goes into the fucking cassette player with a cable that goes to the auxiliary on the phone.
That shit's gangster. It sounds like sounds like you're listening to like you're in an old apartment and your neighbor's listening to music. That's the kind of quality you get. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot wait. And because I opened my grandmother's like glove box. What's the middle one? It's not the glove box.
The middle console.
The middle compartment, whatever. And there was like 70 CDs in there. And the one that was in the CD player was called A Paisano.
Oh.
And you take the CD. If you know the place in the CD. Dude, yeah. When the moon hits your eye. Yeah, all that shit. Yeah. When you take this, you know, in the CD, whatever, like the where you put the CD in there, like what's it called? The fucking box?
Yeah. Or
whatever it's called. Where you put the CD and you take off the CD, it's a plate of rigatoni underneath the CD.
What do you mean?
You know when you buy a CD, it comes in that box. What's the fucking word? I can't think of it right now. The box.
Oh, that's the backing of the CD.
The backing of the CD, where you take the CD out as a plate of rigatoni. It's some of the best album artwork I've ever seen in my life. It's fantastic.
You can't make that shit up, man.
Yeah, the car's got like 85 or 89,000 kilometers, so we're doing good on that one.
That's less than mine.
Exactly. And she drives like a charm, but it's a fucking boat, man. It takes a little while to, you know, get used to cars when you parallel park them and shit, you know, get used to the size of them.
Yeah, it's like a strap-on. It doesn't come right away. You gotta get
exactly. You gotta
work it out. Yeah.
Put some flaxseed oil around that rim, and then
gotta drive over it a few times just to bend it out. It has some give.
I treat my asshole like a cast iron pan. Every time I use it, I just wipe some oil around the.
I just fill it with kosher salt and leave it overnight.
To get the stains out, you know?
I was thinking like how clean my butthole is lately and how proud I am because of my bidet. It's amazing. I was like, I wish I could prove to people how clean my ass is, like, you know? So
That's a good premise, actually.
I'm shopping for a home and like my.
Oh no, it's cutting. Wait, one sec.
Are we back? Are we back?
I can't hear a word you're saying, by the way, because my internet's being a piece of shit.
Shit, I was being
Amanda?
hilarious. I was gonna come in with the fucking noise. Anything?
Ah, fuck. Because my girlfriend's watching.
I don't understand how you both can't use the internet at the same time. It's ridiculous. It's like
I
you
know.
live in a home from 1940s and you're both using the shower at the same time, or like one's running the tap while.
Because our place is much longer than yours, and we have apparently a shitty extender.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope I didn't ruin her 1 hour away from me. I probably did. Anyway, what are you saying? What was your joke that you were gonna say? I think we're good for now.
I was saying that my real estate agent is showing us around to different homes, and we came across a toilet installed bidet, kind of like I have at home.
Right.
And he was like, "What the hell is this?" And then we explained to him that it was a bidet and how it was like we have one, and he looked at us like we were crazy. You know, he like looked at us like we were absolutely insane. And I was like, "No, you don't understand how clean I like the fact that you can't understand." And that's where I wanted to like really bad. I wanted to just prove how clean my asshole is. Like I would eat out of it. You know what I mean? Like if I could, I would gape it and I would fill it with Cheerios and then fill it with milk and then eat a bowl of cereal outside of my asshole. Just to prove, and then drink the milk after I finish the cereal. That's how clean I think it is.
That's disgusting, and also
Yeah, so gross. Should I try it tonight on the show, or should Rodney kill me?
I mean, I think you can try it on the show. When are you on? Are you on early?
No, I'm on like right before David Pride. I feel like you'll appreciate that.
Yes, I think that's a good to go right before one of the best comics we have in the country, and go with I would eat Lucky Charms out of my own asshole.
Yeah, Lucky Charms is fun here. Is it? It's like an open mic though, isn't it? Style? Like I don't have to come prepared.
I think I did a full. I came prepared.
You did how many minutes?
7. I don't know.
And you did old shit?
Well, I did old shit with new tags, and then I did shit from the summer.
Fuck, I really got to prepare for this because I am not.
Dude, you have the full hour after this episode. You know what I mean? Like, you're fine.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's that was my asshole bit. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's not bad. I like it. I like the premise. It's definitely gonna go somewhere if you write it out. You know.
I like that. I like the execution too. I don't know.
So you're talking about your real estate agent. You're buying a house.
I'm getting fucked by the market. Like it's crazy, and you're buying a house right now. You just have to accept. This is the process of buying a home in 2021 in Montreal. They stand you outside the house, and then they go, okay, here's your chance to look at it. You open your eyes, close your eyes. Do you want it?
Yeah.
And they go, keep your eyes closed. You're not allowed to look anymore. Open your eyes,
Faster.
close your eyes.
Faster.
Open your eyes, close your eyes.
Faster.
That's your viewing. That's all you get. Can I
close
open my eyes again? No,
No,
absolutely
keep
not.
them closed.
Do you want it? And I'm like, I don't know if I want it. It's sold. Sorry. It's too late.
But
Go
you
see the
have
next
one
place?
now.
Open your eyes, close your eyes. Okay. Do you want it? It's sold. Sorry. And I'm like,
Don't you have one?
That's the process. And now I finally gotten to a point where I offered the moon and the stars and everything in the world.
Firstborn child, as long as it's
not Jewish, so
yes.
It's a good deal.
Okay.
And yes, my offer has been approved, and now we're just going through all the steps of getting the financing secured. If I have to hear the word secure the property one more time, I'm gonna kill myself. Actually,
yeah. You're gonna.
I feel
do a
like
nice tuck and roll.
I know that this circumstance is leading me, like, we need the home, it's the right time, but I can't help but just the timing like will always seem so ridiculous. Like I just feel like a Jewish person moving to Germany in 1941. You know what I mean? Like I think it'll be all right. You know what I mean? I heard some shit, but
because
okay.
because of all the anti-Semites in the West Island. How is that a comparison? What are you talking about?
No, it's just like the worst time to do something. You know what I mean? It's just the worst time you could possibly choose to be like, hey, I think I'm gonna. I know I've heard that it's not the best time, but I think I'm gonna do it anyways. That's my comparison.
Yeah, it is a seller's market, and we're doing nothing but buying.
So that's the situation. But it is exciting.
You have a future podcast studio at the location.
It's going to be a
There's
studio.
So many rooms. We can have two studios.
Two studios, one each. We're still going to do it remotely, just from just from different studios in my place.
And you're like, okay, now I get it. The internet is actually hard to reach with a couple computers at the same time. I get it.
Yeah, I had to leave the city, but I never liked sidewalks anyways. I always thought they were.
It's true. There's no fucking sidewalks in that neighborhood. What is up with that? It's just there and like Arkansas, where they're like, we don't make sidewalks here. Yeah, it's either the street or you just walk on people's lawns and you get yelled at because it's like, this is my fucking.
It's just like, fuck the children. You know what I mean? It's just like a giant, like, fuck the children. We don't have to worry about them. Just let everyone on the street.
While a plane lands 20 feet above your head. Because you're just outside.
So that's
the
one
airport.
thing we really haven't. Like, I need to go tomorrow. I was thinking about going tomorrow, just parking out there and seeing how many planes and how loud it actually is.
I think you're on the right side of it, the right side of the airport.
Well,
they fly in from the north.
Well, then but then they fly out whichever way.
You're
they need
south
to,
of the airport. I think you're mostly okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm just
my hands smell like Pierrefonds high school gym class. Just so much curry. Just
that's so weird.
That's where that population moved to when I was in high school.
Classic racist Jason. Okay, so
what the fuck, dude?
So that's happening. It's pretty exciting, I suppose. But nerve-wracking.
Yeah, of course it's nerve-wracking. It's all of the money you ever made.
Here's everything, and it's just so stupid. It's like, here's everything, and I don't even own anything. Here's everything, and sell this to the bank, please.
Yeah. Tell the bank I live here now.
Exactly.
Tell the bank I might take this wall down, and don't get angry when I do.
But it really is, It's like it's like that idea is if some random person just was like, here, I'll give you the money for the house, and I own it. And you just pay me off, and then when you're done, and only when you're done, the last payment, then it's yours. You know what I mean? And you're like, and you'd be like, I don't think that's a good idea.
That's not a good deal, man. You're telling me I owe $1,000, and it's the year 2047, but it's not mine yet, technically.
Yeah, exactly. And you're also gonna pay me an extra $50,000 on the house because that's just how this goes. And all your payments for the first blank amount of years will go to that interest and won't even touch the house. So even after 20 years, even after 15 years, you still will not have paid a dime of your actual house. Isn't that fun? And you're like, that's not fun.
It's like, you have to do it, or else if you rent, they might sell the building and you'll be without a house.
Yeah. And you're like, okay.
Unhoused. And you're like, I prefer the term homeless, actually, so that's what I prefer.
And I will say that, like, for me, there's this thing, like, it's years and years of, like, working check to check and, like, being in debt and always having to pay off debt, and always being like, I can't lose this job because then I can't pay my debt off and my debt's just going to get more. And only in the last...
Then if I lose this job, I won't be able to pay for my cat's feline AIDS medication.
Exactly, and I need to be able to. It's a different type of AIDS. You think it's the same, but it's actually different. And so you think we? My point was that you think we can both use the same medication, but I actually have to buy different stuff for her. Is my point. But you're just in this, like, I don't know. It's just very, very crazy because now it's only been like 2 years now where it's like I don't have to have my job. It's nice to have it. It's nice to make extra money. But if I need to just like stop, or like if I lose my job for some reason, or if I just want to like focus on comedy for 2 years and make hardly anything, that's fine. I could do that.
Yeah.
But starting
not anymore,
the
baby.
second these papers are signed, I cannot lose my job.
I know, man. It is a worry that like it's like I have nothing to worry about, but boy oh boy would it suck if they just decided that they don't like me anymore and they'll just get rid of me for no reason.
I mean, you got those dick-sucking lips, though. That's the difference. I mean, usually you have something to put on the table. I mean, like, I'm running out, man. I don't know what I have.
You're running out of lips?
I'm running out of everything.
Your asshole lips are getting worn out.
My asshole
you want?
lips. Didn't we talk about that last time? Yeah.
I forget, man.
We did.
You wanted to talk about that Bruno Mars story.
Holy shit, man! Okay, so there's this story that
set it up real good.
Okay, so I found this story online randomly through Twitter, I think, that was just about this woman who claimed to have been scammed out of $200,000. Okay,
right? Yeah,
and I read more into it, and it's a great story. So this woman,
honestly, it's like a Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, it is kind of.
It's a very Coen Brothers. It's even the woman's like. I chose the other. There were two images I took a screenshot of from the news video thing, the news capsule.
Oh, amazing.
One was because like her obviously,
messages? Or they have the messages that he was sending?
I didn't take a screen cap of that. I took a picture of her, which obviously she didn't want her identity to be divulged, but she's wearing a full-on like glittered sequins blue hat that's 5 feet in radius. You know what I mean? It's like I wonder if that's Sheila. Do you think that's Sheila from Houston? You think that's the one lady who owns that hat? Maybe it's like no, we can't. We'll never know. Her face is blanked out and her voice has been altered. We'll never know if that's Sheila.
They also showed like two. They showed like two other pictures of her where she, like they just blurred like the front of her face.
Yeah.
And, she's got a very distinct looking body and like, very distinct hair, and she's got like all her beauty marks and stuff are showing on her arms. So it's like no one who knows her.
And also they show the inside of her house and like 7 rooms of it and all the stuff that she bought. Anyway, keep going for the story.
So Sheila was in a bad place, in a tough spot. I really do feel for her. Her husband died.
Me too. Her husband died.
She was lonely. She joined every single social media and every single meet people website I think that she could. But while on Instagram, where the most honest people linger, she got a message, and she used to get messages once in a while because she considers herself an attractive lady. She gets this message from someone who says, "I think I want to marry you." And that is not just any line. That is a famous line that everyone would recognize instantly without any context. People know exactly what that is. That is the famous Bruno Mars song,
Yeah.
I think I want to marry you. Now, wouldn't you know that when looking at who sent the message,
who is
the
it?
profile picture was Bruno Mars himself.
Bruno?
And his name was Bruno too. Was there a check mark? Nobody. I mean, who?
No, there's no blue check mark. But she doesn't know about blue check marks. She's Sheila. She's brand new at social media.
Yeah.
She's not sure.
And is it so crazy to think that Bruno, with all the attention he gets, might just have a separate account where he didn't get verified so he can live his own goddamn life?
Exactly. Where he can live his own life and pursue 57-year-old widows.
Exactly. I mean, what do you think? He's done it all, right? He's gone platinum and gold and gay. He's done the Super Bowl. There's only one thing left, and it's
Sheila.
to find the love of your life. And that is this 57-year-old woman
who lives outside of Houston, Texas,
who you've never met before or spoken to. So she gets this message, and she is just smitten, just floored. She can't even believe the Bruno Mars wants to marry her just after looking through her 4 pictures with cat ear filters on them,
Yeah. Just her with like the worst filter in the world that like basically just blemishes her nose off of her face and it's just 2 eyes and lips.
Yeah, exactly. And so they start a talkative relationship. They're just sharing chats.
A lot of texts, yeah.
A lot of texts back and forth. Now, is it FaceTime? No, but Bruno is busy, okay? You can't expect Bruno to have time to go on FaceTime, and talk to you, but he's got time to message.
He's got WhatsApp from a very mysterious Nigerian number.
Now, are his messages kind of broken English? Yeah, maybe. But
sure, but he doesn't have time to type, dude.
He's living a fast.
He's on tour.
Life. Does he sound like a Nigerian in Nigeria? Maybe, but that's a coincidence that has nothing to do with anything.
It's
Okay?
fine. Does he mail her an envelope where he doesn't know how to spell Bruno, like you can see behind me if you're watching on YouTube, and he spells it Brono? Sure, maybe he spells it Brono, Bruno Mars. Who, you know?
Maybe. But
with a return address that's also in her city.
Yeah, exactly. Right next door somehow. It's one number off of her address or something. So Bruno, and in this relationship, as it's evolving, as they're just falling madder and madder and deeper in love, ends up in a situation, quite a pickle, really, you know? Especially, I mean, he's on tour with his entire band, right?
Yeah.
And their bus breaks down. Runs out of gas. And Bruno needs $10,000 immediately to help him get out of this jam.
His manager can't help. His agent can't help. His production company or whatever, his record company can't help.
And besides, what is a love good for if they can't help you out of a bind? You know what I mean? When you fall in love, you go to your lover for help, right?
Yes. Sheila.
That's why Jason always messages me when things come up.
Exactly.
Anyways, long story short, she's down $200,000.
No, not long story short. There's a lot more to it.
Okay,
that
continue.
I need just for this bit that I prepared.
Okay, continue. You continue.
Okay. Not only did she have to wire transfer $10,000, because we mentioned earlier that she spent $200,000 on this whole ordeal, this scam. Not only did she spend $10,000 on the bus breaking down, but she also wire transferred him, I think, another 10 to refuel his airplane because his plane got stuck without any fuel.
Just need some fuel.
Please wire transfer me $10,000 immediately so I can refuel my airplane. She used the spare room of her house to build a bunk bed so that they can stay over with her. Not only Bruno,
whole band.
His whole band. To stay in a bunk bed in her spare room. She bought $50,000 worth of musical instruments, equipment, so that they can practice at her house. Tambourines, guitars, golden microphones.
Which is so fucked because, like, it's not only is he just trying to get money out of her, they're also just fucking her. They're just screwing her out of money. You know what I mean? They're not even getting her.
Two of Bruno's Nigerian cohorts went to her house and picked up a check in person because they couldn't wait for the wire transfer to happen.
And they were like, hello.
No. No.
Okay, I can't do that one. But you can only imagine. And then, so she ends up blowing $200,000. She's sending cashier checks to, she's sending wire transfers to random addresses. You know what kills me with her is, like, she knew. You know what I mean? Like, she
must have known. She didn't tell anybody about it. You know, she was very sad the whole time. I mean, I'm heartbroken for this lady who lost her husband, wanted to get back in the dating scene, got some attention from a young Alaskan Hawaiian boy who's 5 feet tall. You know, fell in love. The old story, you know?
Man, don't believe me, just watch. What a fucking story. It's so crazy just how someone can get that screwed. Because you know how many messages as a man.
Yeah.
Do you know how many stupid messages you get on Facebook saying, hi, sweetie, love you, miss you so much. And it's just
every day.
Every day. And only half of those are Jason for me. So the other half... The other half happened to be all these bots messaging you, trying to get you, and like I don't understand how. Like she is gonna spend another $100,000 in the next year and a half on I don't know on David Bowie, and she's not even gonna remember that he's dead. He's
dead and gay.
How would you even I feel like you could even convince this woman that you were the ghost of Elvis and that you were like, I'm a ghost but still need some cash.
A brand new pair of blue suede shoes. They cost $15,000. I prepared a bit of a song for the Bruno Mars thing.
Wow, Jason, that's the effort we've been waiting for here at the pod.
Can you give me the grenade song beat just to start it off a little bit?
I don't know what that is. Stop acting.
Okay.
What's a grenade soft beat?
The Bruno Mars grenade song there. Okay, I'll just go into it. Oh, are you frozen? No, you're not.
No,
Okay, you're
that's
just
me
thinking a lot.
That's how high I am. It's me thinking. That's
I
me
forget
thinking.
how I forget how the start goes, but you know how it's like, I'd catch a grenade for ya.
Yeah.
Refuel an airplane for ya. House your bandmates for ya. Spend 200K for ya. And go through all this pain. I still don't know how to write my name. Anyways, that's it. That's all I came up with.
Man, I can't even imagine just how excited she must have been. Like, maybe some of the money is worth how excited she was at one point when she literally thought all this was going to happen. I mean, that's got to be worth something, right? Actually believing that Bruno Mars is in love with you.
I would say out of $200,000, maybe it's worth all the musical equipment money you spent on. Because you can at least turn your house into a recording studio and make some of the money back by having local Houston bands come in and covering Bruno Mars. Dude, if anything, Bruno should give the rights to his songs away to this lady so she can record them just to make an album that can make some of the money back.
I would pay so much money just to have seen a scene of like a 7-foot Nigerian guy in a fedora being like, "It's me, Bruno Mars." And she's like, "You look different." He's like, "No, it's me, Bruno Mars." You know, like the imposter.
I had a horrible sunburn after the Super Bowl. The lights were too bright, and now
the camera.
I'm just doing like the most ambiguous accent, so I can't be called racist.
The camera makes you look lighter. So fucking.
Hey, the camera makes you look a lot lighter. Hey.
This is me, Bruno Mars.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so crazy. I can't even believe stuff like that exists. I mean, I know people get fucked, but it's like, you know, it makes me think, you know, like how years that they have all these crazy like sweepstakes scams and Nigerian prince and all this stuff. You don't even need that anymore. You don't even need a scam. You don't have to come up with a story. You just have to be like, hey, it's me.
It's me, Elton
Chris-
John.
It's me, Christopher Walken, and I need your money.
Can I do a FaceTime? You could actually probably get away with Christopher Walken because you can just do the shittiest Walken impression, and I'm sure there's a FaceTime app, like FaceTime filter or like a Snapchat filter that'll do Walken like deep fake for you, and then you just call using like Snapchat.
When those things happen, when those deepfake things become more accessible and you could just throw a face on, you could probably fool these people so much. It's crazy.
I'm gonna get a second Camry from my grandmother. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna choose celebrities that I kind of look like, and those are the ones I'm gonna go. So I think for me it would be like probably Ben Affleck.
The guy from Suits, Lewis Litt from Suits.
Probably like the cartoon version of Aladdin. That would probably be good stuff.
How?
Like that.
They made Aladdin Indian in the cartoon.
Because I don't have a belly button, so I look exactly like him. There's no belly button. It's just
there's no belly
pecs,
button. You were just born you were born anally out of your mom's ass. So there's no placenta.
I can show you my dick.
Yes. Yes.
Whether
I was banned from the market.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what this whole story about Aladdin is.
And if I go back to the market, they'll chop my dick right off.
It's so great. The whole beginning of the movie was them chasing him because he whipped his dick out, not because he stole a baguette.
He came in the bowl of olives.
Yeah, exactly.
I can show you my dick.
It's small, but no, we can't do that. It's so hilarious.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's so funny, and I don't listen to it too much. I'll just go there right away.
Of course.
See, normally I would go, I can show you my clit.
Right.
Which
is very different. I got called a pussy by a high schooler.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Stop having sex with them, and maybe
no. I got called a pussy for being bad at the website game GeoGuessr, where they drop you on Google Maps anywhere in the world, and you got to guess where you are. I think it's because I can't tell if it's because my screen name on GeoGuessr is the Friendship Hour podcast, and they Googled the name and then found me, or because I did it on the stream last week with our friends Gabe and Sarag, and they found me through there. But I think it makes more sense for it to be from the stream because that video probably got a couple views. But it was right after I finished the game by myself with no stream, and the Friendship Hour podcast name was up there, and I got a tweet 5 minutes after I lost the game in third place.
So I'm so dumb that my PS account, like my PlayStation account, is just my full name.
Nice.
And once
Oren Zion
someone found me on Facebook and wrote like, "You suck at NHL."
Right.
And
well, NHL is one thing. NHL is one thing. I got told I suck at guessing where I am in the world by I went to his Twitter account and figured
you're
out,
just as weird. You're stalking him just as much. You went to his
well, I
Twitter
want to know
account,
who this fucking bitch was, and he's a high schooler
house.
from Ontario, and now I can't make fun of him because he's a fucking kid.
He's a kid. I love that, and he had the guts to call you a pussy.
He called me a pussy.
At least he's a knowledgeable kid. He's a smart kid.
Fuck you.
Looks like he.
Back me up, man. We're friends.
Well, I don't know how you might suck at that game. I'm not gonna say. Why is
I'm
he
not
calling
bad.
you a
I'm
pussy
average.
about it,
I don't know. I'm average.
I don't understand. You play it with other people?
You can play 10 people are dropped in, and like the first 9 guess it, and then they go to the next round, next 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, all loaded in one. It's called a battle royale.
You are a nerd.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
It's the best game, man.
It is crazy.
Yep.
I feel like your girlfriend would rather catch you masturbating than geoguessing with a bunch of 13-year-olds.
Nope, we played together, bitch.
That's so sweet of her. That's amazing. I can't believe that she's pretending to enjoy that just because she likes you. That is.
Listen, it sounds boring as fuck, but I've played it with numerous people.
Let me find a sign so I can see a language and then guess based on a language. So what? I don't understand. So that's the whole point of the game.
It's a good instinct. Good instinct. You want to play together?
I understand, but if that's all you have to do is look for a sign, find the language.
Oh yeah, because languages don't exist in multiple countries, and you don't want to. Yeah, fucking.
So what are you doing at that point to guess at that point? Like if you know what I mean?
Landscape.
If all you see.
Landscape.
You think the landscapes vary so much if they're using the same language?
You see some red earth, you know it's gonna be Southern Africa. Okay, it's gonna be South Africa, Lesotho, whatever the fuck. It might be fucking Bolivia or some shit. They got red earth over there for some reason. I don't know. You look at shit.
Holy fuck, is that brutal? Jesus Christ. Get into something else.
All right. You see a fucking a bonsai. Yeah. Where are you gonna be?
You see a black guy hanging from a tree. You're in Alabama. You know
exactly.
it.
Now you're getting it. Thank you.
Exactly.
Finally. Jesus Christ. Getting shit from fucking Orange Spear over here.
Oh my god, it's crazy. All right. Are you vaccinated?
No, I'm not. What are you, 75 years old? I know your birthday's on Sunday, you fucking old bitch. The 21st of March, huh?
Jesus. Shut the fuck. I'm going to bleep that out. I'm not going to let that go out. Are you kidding?
First day of spring, you old bitch. Spring into your fucking bidet, ass first, asshole.
It's so funny. I was always so proud of that about that first day of spring, and then like really everyone always says it's the 20th of March, and every time I look at an official thing, it always says the 20th. So I was always really disappointed that they took that one thing away from me.
Sorry.
But yes, I want to get some spillover. There's got to be some spillover. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's just when you clench your butt after I'm done with you. It's called spillover.
you know when you go to like it's like a bagel place and you get the day old bagels. Can I get a day old vaccine? Is that possible?
Oh, okay. You're talking about vaccines again. You lost me completely.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Vaccine. I mean, they say the government says we'll get it by June 24th. Which what? Oh, I wonder why they picked that fucking date to say it. I wonder why Quebec used. Well, because it's the fucking Quebec holiday. It's the day of celebrating Quebec.
Oh, it's Saint
Jean-Baptiste.
Saint Jean de Bean. Yeah.
Saint Jeannie.
Oh my! It literally feels like my balls were scotch taped to my left leg. I don't understand how they get so glued.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
No,
you know what I mean.
I don't.
It's just like you're pulling it off like a Fruit Loop. You know what I mean? Like when it's really attached.
A fruit by the foot. A
Fruit Loop is so dumb.
Yeah, not Fruit Loop.
Well, Fruit by the foot
fruit roll up.
That would be the right one. That would be correct. Jason, you hit it on the head.
I always do. I wonder if they have two of those in the States. Fruit roll up and fruit by the foot. I think so. I think that was international.
I fucking love. I had a friend who used to do this most disgusting thing with it. He used to take the fruit roll up, and he used to wrap it around his finger. Okay.
Oh yeah, and suck on it.
And then he just suck on it like a freak. Okay. And then eventually it would fucking dissolve to the point where it's just mixed with your skin, and it's like
and saliva.
You look like you're mutating into a fruit roll
to a purple fruit. Yeah.
Oh, and the fucking and then you know that.
And also, kids do not wash their hands.
Oh, not
ever.
Close. It literally was just in his ass and his nose, one after another, and now it's.
Yeah, that's a horrible. And also,
my little sister used to do this thing, dude, where she used to take white bread, like palm bread, and she'd take like 4 pieces and just mash it into a ball and eat it like an apple. Fucking disgusting, man.
That is the best, man. That is something only a child, like an 8-year-old would do. That's like pure instinct. You're running on nothing but fumes up here. Dude. You haven't slept well in 3 days because you've drank no water except for all you've had is like the water portion of Kool-Aid. All you've had is water. So you're just running on nothing up there. So you're like, I will take all of the substance from the bread and become one. It will become one in my brain, and I will eat it. I was gonna say
the
worst
fingerprints in it.
Fruit roll up did not help their cause with in terms of like just cleanliness and like the way you would eat a fruit roll up. They used to like have like semi cut out shapes in the fruit roll up that you could like punch out. So it'd be
pull
like
and peel.
What is like what were they thinking?
Okay, true story. True, I swear to God, no lie, no little bit of a lie. I went to go buy a pizza because those were the most common pull and peels. There was the pizza. You had one piece that was a triangle, and then you could take a mushroom and a green thing, and you put it on top.
Yeah.
And I bought this pack, and I brought it home. And I'm in my 20s. I'm living on my own.
Okay.
I'm just buying fruit roll-ups.
It's not like when, back when you were a kid and your mom would give you $7, be like, here's for a pack of cigarettes, of 24 of beer, and also get yourself a fruit roll-up because it's 1957 right now. But go ahead.
Not that. No, so I bought myself a box of fruit roll-ups. I went home, and they were the pull and peels. And I'm like, yeah, this brings me back, man. You know what I mean? And so
Did you fuck it by any chance?
Yeah, absolutely. All night long. I fucked it so good. And so I take it out, and it's pull and peel, and it's super fresh, which is good.
Yeah.
But I try to pull these pieces out, and the whole thing's stretching. There's no pulling this out. I would literally have to like glue the edges down on something to be able to pull that one. So I couldn't believe it. I went through each package, each single one, opened it up, tried to do a pull and peel, and it just didn't work. And I was really annoyed because when I was younger, I remember definitely doing this, right?
Yeah, but they got rid of whatever cancerous ingredient was in there that, allowed it to happen.
That's exactly true. And then, so you know what I did? I wrote a heated letter.
My child has a child onset autism, and I was very disappointed.
I was concerned that they would find out that I didn't have a kid, so I was like, I bought these to enjoy with my little sister, who's only like 5 years younger than me, so she's probably like in her 20s also at this point.
Yeah. I'm
like, I bought these to enjoy with my little sister, and I took them out of the package to enjoy the pull and peel experience, and to my discouragement, to my dismay, all we got were stretched out fruit roll-ups, and they sent me 3 boxes.
Oh, well, then that just proves that you're right, and it worked.
But then I went to those 3 boxes, and not one of them.
And so I heard,
So I wrote again. No, I obviously didn't. I just accepted my free fruit roll-ups and moved on.
That's beautiful. That's a wonderful story. That's
one of 2 letters I've ever written. I also wrote a letter to Imperial Tobacco when I was rolling a joint one time with a De Maurier cigarette, and I was undoing some of the tobacco in a cigarette to add to my joint, and a full insect came out, a dehydrated insect just fell out of my cigarette. Like just this big, it was long, wrapped in tobacco around it, and it was like a cricket or something like that. It just fell out, and I was like, I probably smoked 100,000 crickets by now. That's like my instant thought process. Like if there's one in the one I unraveled,
you're fucked, dude.
Yeah, then I've smoked 1,000 crickets.
You found the golden cricket.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you got to tour the whole cigarette factory. A bunch of Oompa Loompas fell into a water of tobacco, like a tobacco stream of water.
Man, I smoke it, and then the
Fantastic.
second it hits the cricket, it's just like a puff of smoke comes out, and it's like, it's me, the magical cricket who wishes upon you.
Or you open your mouth, and it's like an alien when that second mouth comes out of the mouth, and it's just, but he's smoking a cigarette too.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
Hey, you want to hang out later?
how's it going? Yeah, so have you ever written a heated letter?
Fuck, I feel like I have recently. Oh yeah, the Struck Tube, that fucking furniture company. Fuck them, yeah. Sent
What'd
a
you
couple DMs. I don't know, I just like told them to go fuck themselves, you know?
DMs.
Yeah, I got them on Twitter because they were not answering emails and phone calls. They were hanging up on phone calls.
What did they do? Well, that's what happens when you use the N-word on a call. What I don't understand. What happened with Struck Tube?
They gave us a dresser with faulty legs, so we had to get new.
Right.
We were just asking for new legs. I think we covered this on the podcast like a month,
Okay.
3 months
I
ago.
think so,
Yeah. Anyways, so I had to like send them some shit. Besides that, I can't remember right now. I don't. No, I can't remember.
Dear Trojan, why don't you make a smaller size? These sizes are unjust.
I can barely fit my balls along with my dick, which is how you're supposed to wear the condom, as far as I'm concerned. I'd like
Wrap
to
it
be
all in,
extra
it's
safe.
safest. Yeah.
Extra safe, not safe.
I used to love this joke when I was a kid. It was this old woman. What was it? This old lady goes to the beach a lot, and she's a smoker. And when she goes to the beach, she keeps her cigarettes in a condom to keep them dry, right? So one day, she's at the pharmacy, and she's buying some condoms, and the man helping her is like, okay, no problem. What size? And she goes, I don't know, big enough to fit a camel. Huh?
Yeah, man.
The street never fails you, Jason.
Yeah, man.
The street
That's a
always
that's
comes through.
That's a hell of a joke, man.
Did you never tell street jokes? Do you not have like a fucking...
No, we've done this on the podcast already. We did the blonde jokes, you know, my belly button hurts because there's two blonde people fucking, so the guy's dumb
yeah.
too, you know, sit around the house, your mom's a fucking, you know, sitting
White
around
out on
house.
the screen? That's a blonde one.
Yeah, white on the screen. Yeah, exactly.
I remember
get it.
one that was like... This blonde goes in to get a haircut, and she's wearing headphones, and she's listening to like I guess it was a Walkman back in the day when I heard this
and
joke.
then she dies.
Yes.
And then they play the Walkman, and they're like, why would she die? Because the Walkman was a tape with nothing but the words breathe in, breathe out, breathe in.
Like, how is it possible that we both know that joke? Like it's from the Bible, but it's the worst joke ever. Like, why do we like I don't get it.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like, it's got to be just the whole world. It can't just be Montreal. You know what I mean? Like, that's got to be like a universal, like, it's got to be a joke from a TV show in the 50s that was just propagated throughout the North America.
Well, I think it's not fair because I feel like I missed out on a lot of Jew jokes because people didn't say them to me, to my face.
Right.
You know, they just said them behind my back.
Yeah.
Are there any non-oven ones that you know?
No, man. That was all of them. That was all of them.
Crazy.
And
They're
also-
all fucking oven jokes.
Also, I didn't know what a Jew was until like I was in 8th grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Like that was just because there were none when I grew up until I was like 14 or something,
yeah.
13, whatever it was, and
You decided to surround yourself with them.
yeah. Then I was like, these people, they
know
save
what
me
they're
money.
talking about.
They save. Hey, we get that.
I believe in Jews.
Yeah, that's one.
I saw one outside my house. I swear it's true.
Who is
His
that?
horns were blue. What's that?
Who was that? Is that Sheryl Crow?
Yeah, I think so. We talked about it last time.
Was it?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, rock and roll. Rock, classic.
That was not.
rock
No,
and roll.
that was not the song. I've not heard that song in so long.
Definitely was.
That's some Q92 Aaron and Tasso in the morning bullshit.
All I want to do is chew a clip before I die. Put it in my mouth and between my molars on the right side.
Oh God.
All I
That's a
want
long
to do
one.
is chew on a clit. I got a feeling it'll be really fun.
It would be a lot of fun, actually.
All I want to do is touch your balls. Okay, so that's pretty good. I feel like there might... what kind of tires you got on your new car? Are they winter or are they summer? Are you going out?
We're getting a brand new summer tires, and then I'm about to buy some winter tires.
It's not fun,
next
man.
year.
So expensive.
Yeah, but they're there. The summer tires are free, are coming with it.
That's not bad though.
The winter tires I'll have to buy, probably.
Are you gonna store yours, or do you have room to put them somewhere?
I leave them at the garage. They store
leave
them
them
for
at
us.
the garage.
Yeah.
Well, they store them. They cost $30 a year, a month. or
Okay,
something.
whatever. It's $30 for the whole fucking
No, it's
season.
not expensive. It's much better than fucking having to shove them in your garage or something.
Yeah, where am I gonna put them? On the fucking deck where I'm gonna hang out in the summer, all beautifully, having the time of my life on the deck, huh?
Have you gotten a summer there yet? No, obviously not. Right?
No, I moved in December.
It's true. You must be excited to finally get to use it.
But you know what? It was perfect timing because I moved out of the 100-year-old place in mid-December.
Yeah.
And did my winter in a place that's actually insulated. Dude, my fucking kitchen at the old place was freezing on December 10th. Imagine what it would have been like in fucking February. Because there's no insulation in the kitchen for some reason.
What do we call it? My girlfriend is literally like whining so hard right now. I've never seen... Oh, she's so mad that I just said that. No, absolutely not. No, of course not.
What? What's going on for the listeners right now? I'm also in the dark. I have no idea what's going on. Oren's talking through a door.
Well, I got a look through my closet window. I have a little bit of a window in my closet, and I got a look, and then she looked unhappy, and then she walked away with the classic like head back, and
yes,
and the like her body
but
weight.
for what reason? For what'd you say?
I have no idea. I didn't say anything. She just made that face because she's annoyed that I'm not available to her in this moment. Oh, she's rubbing her stomach like she's Winnie the Pooh. She's hungry. She wants honey piglet.
That's why you get Indian food before the podcast.
Well, so you know what? You want here? Take my phone. You can get whatever you'd like. Yeah.
Oh, God damn, dude. This was a pretty good episode, but it's just sprinkled in with the internet not working on my end.
See?
And then Oren's girlfriend proving under duress that she's actually a woman.
She's a real woman.
Okay, so what were we talking about?
Probably nothing.
My apartment was cold before, and now it's warm, and then I'm gonna have a deck that you're invited to before you move away to your far away land that you're gonna move to.
Yeah, it's kind of far. It's medium far. You're bikeable.
You want me to bike to?
That's right, buddy. Get
Actually,
on the
you know
canal.
what? On a map, it's actually almost as far as like, I guess east downtown. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I'm like halfway to downtown for you. You can pick me up to on the way to every comedy show.
Yeah, and I'm gonna sleep on your kitchen counter every Tuesday night.
We have a couch.
I'm gonna sleep on your couch every Tuesday night.
That sounds good.
Do you think you'll go back to Grumps?
I was thinking about this actually like yesterday. I think if I would, I don't know. I think I would do one night, and then if I liked it, I would do probably up to a full year and then give it up.
Yeah, that would.
I think a full year.
A long time even.
I did about a year and a half before the quarantine thing. So,
would you want to do the Village?
Yes, 100%. I would love to do our show again.
Yeah.
Sunday nights for sure. I think if it was like hosting an open mic for 40 comics versus doing our show at a hostel for either a canceled show up to 50 audience members, I would do the 50, that show.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's in another lifetime, I guess, in another world, another multiverse.
Yeah, I don't see Grumpy's mic coming back until probably another year. Once everything's back to normal, vaccinated,
Bottom line is, when Grumpy's opens up, they are not going to need comedy. You know what I mean? That's not like that's
no, exactly.
It's going to be useless to them.
They didn't need it before. They did it because they liked it. That was the thing. The manager liked having comedians try out their shit, get better at it. You know, like he's an artist. He understands the process. You know.
Can I buy a joke or two for tonight?
What do you want? What do you want?
I'll Vimeo you some. What do they say? I'll Vimeo
just
you
go
some.
through my Twitter, see what you like, and you know, help yourself.
I'm so fucked. I can't do the same stupid jokes. I'm stuck. You know, it's really
vent.
funny. You get into this
Vent
weird
for like
spot in
3
comedy.
minutes, dude.
You get in this weird spot of comedy where like you don't want to just say anything because you still want to be funny. You still take the challenge seriously of being a quality act for whatever time you're supposed to be up there. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But you also it really makes you hesitate from just spitting some stuff out and seeing what happens, because you're like, well, then
Dude,
there's a risk that I'm not going to be a quality act.
I'll tell you, like I full on treated it like a full spot at a show, and I prepared, I think like for not 4 hours of like looking at a notebook, but like back and forth, you know, like I would look at a notebook, write some shit down, and like, I don't know, I prepared. I looked at old notes, I looked at old set lists, see what I was talking about in the summer before everything shut down.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'll take it serious. Why do you put me second to last?
He put it in a randomizer. I thought he had put me last because he wanted me to close out the show, but he put it in a randomizer.
There's no way he put David Pride last as
No, that part he's last because he's last. He's not gonna.
You don't want to be last on a Zoom show. You want to be there like second or third.
Exactly. That's the best
that's when
part.
people jump in and then people are gone. You know, near the end.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think people left on my show. They just exited out of the camera and mic.
Right.
Or they left the mic on so you can hear their laughs, but they exited out of the camera because they didn't want to be like, because people did crowd work with the people watching. So it's like you don't want to be like just watching and then it's like you get like fucking, you know, made fun of for whatever you're.
I did a lot of that. It's nice to see an audience member where he masturbates. It's good to see you in your element, sir. I like that idea that you tell people like, this is exactly what your computer sees when you're jerking off. It's literally the view that I get. Right. It's almost every single Zoom call is like what you know is his exact. Well, it's more like a. I like to lean my head a little bit.
Just to one shoulder.
Yeah, just to one. I do like I like to look like the guy from My Left Foot when I'm. As if I'm painting something.
It's always nice to also the key to comedy is to reference a movie that came out in 1992.
It's a classic, Jason.
That was made for 30-year-olds 40 years ago.
Did My Left Foot did when I was a child, My Left Foot was a quality reference.
All right.
But I guess now it would have. I don't know. What's the classic like?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I guess.
No, well, not the head tilting. That's just like someone who can't walk
that was actually a natural Oren thought process. So I guess my joke of me doing that wasn't so exaggerated at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure what your go-to reference for someone with a physical disability would be in this day and age. What's the Stephen Hawking movie?
Fuck a lot
the
in a wheelchair.
Theory of Everything.
I can't believe how much he got laid. Good for that dude. I don't even know how that's possible.
I didn't see that movie. I didn't know. Did he fuck?
He fucked like crazy. He used to cheat on his wife all the time. He just fucked anything he could. He just smooth talk with his computer.
He would just change it from like autotune to like Barry White.
Love that sweet pussy.
Love that sweet pussy.
Suck it. Suck it. Suck it.
No,
suck it. No. Just repeating the same term. Suck it.
No.
Suck it. Suck it. That's fun.
You know what else is fun? This podcast, and I think it's time to go.
Come on and jam, and welcome to the jam. Okay.
Just cut out the first few minutes where it makes no sense because I take a phone call from my dad. Next
week, Jason's going to talk about how he actually thinks Lola's more fuckable this time.
She is.
He's more.
She's smart.
It's just more his body type, more what he's into. So we'll get to that. Also, remember to like, subscribe, tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Goodbye, Jason.
Goodbye.
Friendship.